Help us in the way, Davey. Great Scott! I feel the need for speed. Cowabunga, dude! You're a wizard, Harry.
Welcome to the When Harry Met Movies podcast.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Harry Potter for Harry Dad.
Hi Harry, how are you?
Good.
Feels like we've only just recorded one, didn't it? Because we did it last night and we're doing it first thing this morning.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell our listeners all about our show and what we do?
Basically, Dad showed me films of his life and we review them. I'm changing it up because I can't really try and say all that.
Yeah, basically. And this is...
Tell it first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I was lost my train of thought for a second. I do apologise to the listeners. So this is currently our each month's a different theme, and this month is films I feel that might not have aged well. This is our second film, and we are doing Hawk the Slayer. A lot of listeners probably have never even heard of this, let alone see it.
Yeah. This film...
we always start the show off with a little bit of...
quiz.
Well, it's not a quiz, it's a challenge. So, I pull out a category, and we have to name... No, you pull them out. You always pull them out.
Sure.
You have to name 30 things. We have 30 seconds to name as many things in that category as possible.
Oh, you're going to destroy me in this.
Pick a different one. I haven't seen it yet.
It's comic book characters.
Then yeah, I will. That's up to you. We get 30 seconds to name as many things in the category as possible. I can't repeat any that Harry says. He never gets more than 17.
Disney films that were
Disney films, it says, yeah. It has to be Disney films. I can count as Pixar as well.
Okay.
We going with that one?
Yeah, I think I can kind of destroy you in it.
So Harry gets 30 seconds to name as many Disney films as possible. Ready? Steady? Go.
Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. Oh my god, you. Moana, Lilo and Stitch. I lost my train of thought already. Sleep, no. Monster Inc. Wall-E. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought so quickly.
This is awful.
Yeah, no. Night Before Christmas, does that count as Disney? Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
You did 7.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Ready?
Not
I'm not even going to wait. Ready?
Yeah.
Oliver and Company, Little Mermaid, Black Cauldron, Basil the Great Mouse Detective, The Rescuers Down Under, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, I think I've said Little Mermaid, Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan, Pocahontas, Hercules, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tarzan, Encanto, Cars 2, Cars 3, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3. I did 20. You were shameful at that.
I just woken up.
Absolutely shameful. You did Monsters Inc. and then didn't do Monsters University.
I just woken up with me alone.
Which comes straight after it. Logically. So, this week's film is Hawk the Slayer. We always start the show by one of us reciting the plot of a film. You go and we decide by flipping the coin.
I'm going to go for heads.
So heads as you do it.
Please to God. I've done it past 2, please. No!
Heads is Harry. I'll give you 2 sentences.
Hawk the Slayer is about... I don't know what the main character's called.
Hawk.
Yeah, and he's trying to pay back a ransom with the main villain. That's basically what he is. He's trying to pay back a ransom.
Kind of, yeah.
They feel, yeah.
So I struggled a lot with. I always do film facts.
Yeah, I knew you were going to struggle with this one.
Mainly because one of the main facts I give you is the
box office number.
The box office.
Couldn't have had
So the problem was with this one was that. So the top 5 films right here were Empire Strikes Back, 9 to 5, Stir Crazy, Airplane, and Only Which Way You Can. It came out in 1980. The budget was 600 million. 600,000. It's an hour and 30 minutes long. and pretty much that's where we're going to struggle. I couldn't find out how much it took because it got released as part of another film at the cinema. So it was 2 films. I can't remember what the film's called now, but
It was a bonus.
so it was kind of like you don't know how much this one actually took, and I looked into it. I went on all different sites and I could not find it.
You haven't been defeated by a film, have you?
So the facts I could find out is Hawk and his brother Volton. They're meant to be brothers. Hawk is 30 in this film, the actor, and Volton is 60. So there's 30 years difference. Very unlikely they're brothers.
Yeah.
Very during the fight near the end, between Hawk and Volton, Jack Palance got injured, which is a surprise considering the actual fight scene only lasts for 45 seconds, and what they did was they slowed it right down, which they do a lot in this film.
Yeah, that makes sense. Was
the idea was they were obviously jumping on the Star Wars thing. So Empire Strikes Back came out the year before and overlapped into this year. They basically tried to fall into that, and there's a lot of very similar things. A warrior collects a gang of rebels to fight a big guy. Volton is dressed all in black, not too dissimilar to Darth Vader. He can make the sword float to him.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying in the film. He's got the force powers.
The sword was actually a genuine sword, so it did actually hurt if you got hit by it.
Lovely.
Usually use like a mock. They have like 2 or 3 different ones. They have what's called a hero sword, which is a proper weighted one, and then they have ones for the fighting, and no ones that carry around. And that's not what they had.
So how many injuries happen on set then when they're not hit by the sword?
However, considering it's quite a short film, an hour and 30 minutes, 117 people get killed. So that's so essentially, if you think about that, so it's so that more than one person gets killed a minute.
Wow. Lovely.
And there is always been talk of a sequel. In 2009, there was a lot of stuff for it to be a sequel to this, but unfortunately, it never. Like everything, it's death.
Yeah, because if you could find what it took from the box office,
it's because it's one of those cult films. So our next spot, as we always do, what's called a pot of questions, where we pull out questions and ask the other person from our pot. They're quite random, and we take it in turns. Why do you think this has been criticised?
Because it's not that good.
Fair enough.
Funniest moment.
Oh, I have one. So when the dwarf is talking to the giant and trying to convince him not to eat the chicken, and he starts saying that it's holy food, so it tastes differently, and the giant's believing him. And when he says to, he asks like the nun,
yeah,
and she goes, "Alright, all food is holy food," so it makes him believe it. What is good about it?
I didn't mind the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I did not mind them. I did laugh a couple of times at some of the effects. I admit I did laugh at some of them.
Did you just laugh at the effects, or was there stuff in the film that you laughed at?
I laughed at some of the characters and stuff because they were funny. What character would be me? This is where I make a put you in.
What character would be you?
Rip.
The dwarf.
Thanks. Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
I've got this one.
That one's who's the lead character, but I think that's pretty obvious.
It's a dwarf.
Why do you think I picked it?
Because I do remember you put this one, no one's head off. So it's probably an age what? Not age bad, age. Not age that well, sorry. Maybe we can try a fourth here. Should they do a remake?
Yes. I think this actually is a perfect film for a remake, because the plot of the film is not bad.
Yeah.
They're protecting an abbey from a bad guy. He collects a band of men, and that's essentially the film. It's a short film, but it wouldn't take a lot to update this and then follow it on, because it's clearly left open for a sequel.
Sure.
What has aged badly?
Some of the effects.
Go on, talk about it.
Like, because they have like this one-handed man. I remember any other character.
I can't.
There's one-handed man and there's the elf. And they basically shoot really quickly. And it just looks like they got loads of pictures of them shooting and like made them go super quickly. So it doesn't look the best. You know what I mean? Now the scene where like they're shooting and it's just like them standing still, it's just like it clearly not the best. And like honestly, like the scene when the main bad guy's in the cape and they got that like sci-fi laser beam in his head, so like that.
You have to kind of explain because people might not have seen it.
Yeah, true. Basically, I don't know if he's serving some type of dark lord or something, because like it never gets explained.
No, it doesn't.
And like he goes into a cave and like it's just like I think it's a girl, but she sounds like a witch. I think that's what she's meant to be.
Yeah, I think so.
And like she shoots this laser into his head and it does something. I think it heals his eye or something.
Because he's burnt on one side of his face.
Laser eye surgery. And like it just looks really weird and stuff. Anything uncanny from
What?
Anything uncanny from film.
Uncanny? I won't be saying uncanny, will it? Anything uncomfortable in the film? No, not in this one, I don't think. Well, it means like anything that doesn't age well or makes you. Does the villain stand out?
Yeah. I think he's really weird. I like him, he's a bit crazy. I appreciate the effort. Is there a message in the film?
No.
How cool light up sword?
Should they make a sequel?
No. I don't think there's enough hype for it, you know what I mean?
That's not what the question is. In fact, should they not? Will if a demand for it?
I would like to see. I would think, yeah, I kind of want to see where they want to go with it. They set up a sequel and then obviously it never got made. What studio made this film?
You asked me one more question. Oh, no idea.
Does it hold up?
No.
Yeah, leave it on a bang.
So let's talk about the film.
I like the characters, like the main gang of characters.
See, like I say, the concept's quite good, and how there's an issue. They get this guy, Hawk Slayer, who goes and collects like a band of men to fight, and he gets the last of their kind. So he gets the last dwarf, the last elf, and the last giant. That's the good part of the film.
Hey, I like the way
It's quick. It doesn't take forever. There's a lot of reliance on like really weird sci-fi music.
Yeah.
A lot of reliance on smoke, and it slowing everything down and speeding other parts up. So
Like the shooting and stuff.
yeah. So Crow is the elf.
I like Crow.
When he's shooting, it's really quick.
Same with the other guy, the one-hand guy. He has like an automatic hostel, which makes sense, but
I can't remember what his name was.
I just call him one-handed man. I remember his name anyway.
When he shoots his crossbow, it's like it's got one that's got a cartridge of arrows, so it just shoots. So he doesn't have to keep reloading it. Yeah, that's a little bit. It's just.
Yeah, it was like if it's like took an image of them shooting it and just like make it go super quick.
Well, basically that's how they'll save money, by just cutting and re-editing stuff like that. And a lot of where Crow's jumping and shooting like that, and he lets go of his arrow and he's jumping in the air and he just uses the same shot over and over again. The main guy is quite good, you know. It's not. I do think what Wish is missing out is you get a little bit of a backstory about the fact that he's got a burnt face because he kills Hawk's wife and she burns him in the process. But you don't really get. So Volton's, you get this whole impression that he's just like he's really evil and he's formidable and difficult to fight and all this sort of stuff. But you don't see real much evidence of it.
No.
He kills a couple of people.
Yeah,
like
could they kill his son or something?
no, and he also kills someone like slaves or workmen and that, and he kills a couple of people. One of them's eating, and he stabs him. But there's not. It's almost like you need to see him in battle a bit more.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I know my favourite character, isn't it?
Go on.
The witch. She's like really cool.
The sorceress, she's called.
Because she shows up randomly. She'll just like show up in the church and then just disappear. She'll just like she just pop up in the film like, oh there she is.
Do you know what silly string is?
Yeah, that's what she uses there.
There's a bit near the end where she does something with her staff and it shoots out silly string. I'm not quite sure why.
They had a 6,000 budget or something. Whatever you said
600,000, yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can kind of tell they had to make the props, the set. I bet they probably found an abandoned church, abandoned building, and used it.
Like I said, you could see what they were doing. They were jumping on the Star Wars thing, a little bit Lord of the Rings-esque.
She's got like a gang of misfits.
All the actual three characters for Gort, who's the giant crow, who's the elf, and Baldwin, who's the dwarf. They're all really good characters, and they've all
they're all good characters. I do like when you first meet the dwarf out, and he's like, because like he gets teleported using like these weird rings. They look like hula hoops. They like spray paint.
So that's when they sat, and it's like these ring things. That's actually the same thing they use in Superman 2 around Zod when he's going into the Phantom Zone.
So just
it's like to imprison him. They have the same thing around him.
Wow.
So there's loads of little things they've used from other films.
And like is it these groups like men I think like holy people, and like they're trying to get rid of his sins or something, and he's on this raft in the middle of the river, and he's just about to get up, like, he's just shooting fire arrows, and he's like, you should stop that. He's like, thank you.
So a lot of people, there's a lot of films around this time like this. There was Krull, Legend, what's the other one?
I'd have to watch a lot of films like this.
There was Excalibur, like these sort of sword fantasy, Beastmaster, sword fantasy sort of stuff. Conan the Barbarian was kind of, I guess, it was trying to almost spin off a new genre, but none of them really ever was huge successes, really.
Yeah, I could try to copy the Lord of the Rings hype and Star Wars.
Yeah, because obviously at the time the problem was, so Lord of the Rings had a cartoon film.
Yeah, they did. I heard.
But it never had a live action thing, and even He-Man in a way was all on the back of this sort of stuff, and it was all trying to tap into that science fiction fantasy world and trying to make a hit. So in principle, you can see why they did this, because the elements aren't that. That's what I mean. Nowadays, they have this thing to remake films all the time. The problem is they're picking the wrong films. They're picking a successful film and remaking it, and the problem is people look back and go, well, it's not as good as the original, so why?
So just remake really bad films.
I think what you need to do is remake a film that maybe wasn't awful or had elements of good stuff in it but just didn't hit. So like a film that is a good film potentially, but just it wasn't released at the right time or didn't have a budget or not quite the right cast or something in it. And that's what they need to do. And I think this is the type of film that would be perfect to be sort of remade and done better, because it hasn't got a huge fan base you're going to annoy.
Yeah, true. I think about a fan base.
Probably not, no.
They probably have like a group of 10 people trying to get this film.
But basically, whenever they're doing something like dramatic, there's like this weird sciencey like woo music,
and like it's like weirdly upbeat.
Yeah.
It's like dun.
And it's like proper like 80s music, synthesized music.
Like,
And they introduce like smoke and stuff.
That's why I said to you, like the music is so weird in there.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It feels like they had loads of films they just never made, but they had like a couple elements in each of them, and they like mash them together and put like Lord of the Rings.
Could you see why a young me watched this quite a bit?
Yeah, because you love Star Wars as a kid.
It's just one of those films that it was easy to watch.
Do you have it on DVD and VHS?
I would have had it taped, I think, or maybe watched it from a video shop. What was that film? That would have been a good one to do.
You could do it. We still have like.
I'd have to find out what it's called.
We have done 3 now. Oh. And there's 5. That's got a mission.
I remember watching a film where this guy gets attached to some sort of machine.
Ask Scott, he'll probably find it.
I have to try and find that. So, shall we rate the film?
Yeah.
This will be an interesting one, I think. So, we rate our films for listeners. 5 being a perfect example. It was genre to say you're doing a Christmas film. We put Muppets Christmas Carol as a 5-star film. But you can't really compare that to, say, Mrs. Doubtfire or Terminator 2 or something like that. So, they could all be 5-star films, just don't have to be the same level. 4 is an excellent film. 3 is a recommendation. 2, maybe if it's on TV, watch it. And 1 is avoid. What are you rating this film, Harry?
2.5. Like, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's like.
So what you're saying is maybe go and watch it, but if it's on TV, probably watch
I
it.
would probably watch it if you feel sick. And you're just sick and you can't think of what to watch and you just want to watch some random stuff.
I'll give it a 2. I think it falls exactly into that category. If it's on, maybe watch it. So it's 2.25. Interestingly enough, that puts both our first films in this area under 3, which is kind of what I thought might happen.
Let's see, can any of these bad films get to a 4? Probably not. Stay tuned.
We've watched the third one of them where we've watched Warriors Virtue, so it'll be interesting. We always then do a quiz section where we have Harry gets asked Marvel questions and I get asked random film questions. And Harry is currently getting asked Avengers Endgame questions. I will go first. What is the name of Howard Stark's chauffeur?
Happy.
Howard Stark's.
Yeah, close enough.
No.
Fine. If name.
It's Edwin Jarvis.
Oh. If a 1992 comedy sister act, what is the name of Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg's.
Yeah, character who put under
Sister Mary Clarence.
No.
Oh right.
Who put on the protection custody in a government. It's like what an actual character, not what the protection name is. It gives a D.
Dolores. I don't know what her name is.
Doris Van. I'll give you it because she got a first name. I don't know how to say that.
What alias does Tony Stark use when confronted by his own father?
No clue.
Howard Potts.
Oh. I'm not doing. I need to watch Marvel again. You can tell. In Crocodile Dundee, which actor plays Mick Crocodile?
Mick Dundee.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's his name?
You should tell us.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
Who says that trying to stop Tony Stark has been one of his new failures in her life?
Potts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the name is. It's Pepper Potts. Hang on. When Forrest Gump was in the army, what sport did he?
Table tennis.
Yeah. I'm getting destroyed here.
What subject is Pepper Potts reading about when Tony Stark reveals he has figured out time travel? Composting.
Yeah, I was like, how do you know that? In Monster Inc., what are the monsters most scared of?
Children.
Yeah.
But it's actually being touched by him, isn't it? What is written on Tony Stark's funeral wreath?
He likes Tony. I got none right, did I?
Proof that Tony has a heart. It's his.
Oh yeah. Okay, I need to watch Marvel. I think in Free Man and Baby, what was my
What was Michael's occupation? Was he a lawyer, a waiter, or a cartoonist? A cartoonist.
Yeah, you got all of mine.
Well, what can I say? I am the best. I'm the best around. Put them in there. So, for the listeners, this is where something new is going to happen that hasn't happened on the podcast yet. So we're going to pause the podcast briefly, and when you come back, there'll be a guest on the show. So for those listeners who can actually watch, for those watchers on YouTube, you'll see that we have been joined by another one of my sons. So Oliver's joined the podcast. You sit down, Ollie.
Yeah, 'cause I can't see you do that.
Okay, and we're going to discuss Transformers 1, which is what we watched yesterday at the cinema.
Yeah.
So, do you want to say hello to everyone, Oliver?
Hello.
So, what did you think about the film?
I love it.
So, what happened in it? Harry, do you want to help him?
Yeah, well, I've been pushed to the corner, replaced. Basically, it's about Optimus Prime and Ultron.
Megatron.
Megatron, sorry. Basically, finding out the truth about who they are. And
It's basically how they become who they...
the villain.
Optimus Prime and Megatron, isn't it? Who's your favourite character?
B.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, the one that becomes Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's your least favourite character?
Ooh. I haven't got one.
Was it a bad guy?
It's not a bad guy.
I'm trying to remember the name.
What's it look like?
Is he grey?
Wasn't he? I'm pretty sure it's the leader with all those like robots in the cave.
Starscream.
Yeah.
The one that's like a plane a bit.
Yeah.
Whose voice goes really high.
Yeah, I don't like the voice.
I love her. It's so funny.
Who's your least favourite character, Harry?
Probably the bad guy.
Which one?
The
Sentinel Prime.
yeah, the one which thinks he's big and tough, but he's not.
Would you want them to make another one?
Probably.
Yeah, because they colour you.
Maybe it will be about defeating that alien creature that he was giving all that energy to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's actually.
it's a good
When
idea.
some for like a couple of scenes, then he just left and they never got the energy that he wanted.
Literally don't get the energy, do they?
Yeah, you're right. They were only in it for a bit, weren't they? Never actually saw anybody fight them or anything properly. They flew off, didn't they, in the big ships?
Yeah, but they never were able to get the energy because he was defeated.
Yes.
Sentinel Prime was defeated.
Even though the whole planet's got loads of energy on, so they can just take up with it, you know what I mean? But
Maybe it'll be about him taking over the world to get the energy.
all of them,
And then the Autobots have to protect him.
yeah, and then Megatron will just show up at some point. Hope so.
And probably just defeat the alien.
Megatron's the bad guy.
Was it funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
What was funny in it?
I think just the, how like Bumblebee and reacted with all the rest of the cast and stuff, and like how I think when they're traveling to like what is it like the spark.
To get the Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix. And he's like, the girl's like, no word, but she's like, can you be quiet the whole way? He's like, not. He just cuts it and just talking every single step of the way, isn't he?
I wonder who else does that.
Mr. Ollie Bob's like, yeah.
You're a bit like Bumblebee, aren't you?
Yeah, he's Bumblebee. I think
If you were a Transformer, do you think you'd be Bumblebee?
Probably.
Who do you think Harry would be? Who do you think I'd be?
Optimus Prime.
I was going to say that.
I don't know who I'll be.
You never asked me what was the funniest bit.
Oh, what's the funniest bit?
Probably when they found out that he had the mask and the sword.
Oh yeah, when he goes, I've got a battle mask. And he goes, oh, I've got laser swords.
Yay!
I get replaced
And then he's just like, what's he call himself?
Badass John.
Badass Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, be something. He goes, oh, badass Tron.
Yeah.
You just sit down. You can't see him on camera.
We got a cam for you now, just to sit down.
Well, I think it B was by far the funniest thing in it.
Yeah.
And you're right, I forgot about that bit where he gets the mask. But I also like the bit where he goes, hey, when he first meets him and he's like got all his friends around the table and he's like, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, and this is Steve. They've all got like big and exciting names.
He's so-and-so, he's so-and-so, and this is Steve.
Yeah, they're all like, this is E7458, this is D92187, and this one's Steve.
Yeah.
What?
Are they alive? Because that's what like, sometimes.
No, they're not. What's the point?
Sometimes
He's
you
made them.
Sometimes do make noises, but that's like just like old.
Also, one of my favourite bits when he just came back and Larry didn't cut one but cut two of their heads off.
That's
Yeah.
only one more style thing. And you
Would you watch it again?
yes.
Would you?
Yeah.
So, shall we rate it out of 5?
Yeah.
Right, do you want to go first?
You go first.
4.
Should I find out what I rated it? I rated it on my letterbox.
Oh my god, you like Fox full. See, we do a lot of films that time.
I rated it 3.5.
Really?
What? 10.
No, it's out of 5.
10.
So 5 then.
Yes.
Yeah, if I'm Max playing.
That's a good score.
What's that before?
I like it.
Yeah,
Why
5,
are your
4,
ones lower?
9, 12.5. So about 4, just
Yeah.
over, like 4 and a quarter.
Okay, that's fine.
That's our next question.
That's it. Why? Do you want another question about the film?
See, a long episode then.
What was your favourite scene?
Ooh, I've got mine.
Go on,
I
where
like-
Oliver thinks.
I like the scene where what's her name? The Scorpion woman.
Yeah, I don't know what her name was.
Yeah, she's like, I really liked her because I just like the scene where she jumps on people, like you see all because like legs come out of the back. It's just really cool. And you see like all the eyes in the back of her head and stuff. It's just like,
It was when the Scorpion Girl says, I see everything, and then he goes, you can see everything,
except
but the building will about crash into.
okay.
I think. What was your least favourite part about the film?
I don't have one. I think they didn't use them sound waving off. I love sound wave.
What was your least favourite thing?
Did I think you have one?
Did you not have one?
When Soundwave just gives up,
True.
he just wants.
And then she punches them.
If you could have any other characters, this is our last question. If you could have a toy of any other characters, who would you want?
Sound wave.
Mm,
Well, whenever you want.
No, let me answer.
Blinky.
Who?
Blinky.
Who's Blinky?
Remember?
No. Bumblebee. Or
No, Blinky.
Who's Blinky?
It's the pink robot that's a sound check with the one eye.
Oh,
I thought you got Bumblebee, but
no, that's
it's not Blinky. It's
that's Soundwave. It's Shockwave.
Shockwave.
He calls him Blinky, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You want Shockwave?
Yes, I like to call it Blinky.
Okay, that's cool. So that's our podcast in a nutshell. We might use Oliver again when we watch a film at the cinema, maybe.
Dude.
Thank you everyone for listening, and you can follow us anywhere at When Harry Met Movies and buy some merch. Both of these have got merch.
Yeah.
We're not wearing it now.
It's too early to wear merch.
So thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye now.